Good day everyone. Today I will discuss about the institutional competency evaluation for Prof. EDOC 5. I am John Mark Igotera, BTBT Ed ELX3A, presenter. Learning outcomes. Number 1. Determine the objectives of an institutional competency evaluation. 2. Establish the parts of an institutional competency evaluation tool. 3. Enhance comprehensive institutional performance through evaluation process. Institutional competency evaluation is the assessment of the knowledge, skills, and attitudes acquired from the training in CBT. Evaluation is the systematic collection and analysis of data needed to make decisions whether a trainee is competent or not yet competent. The institutional competency evaluation is administered by the trainer within the training duration. Trainees should be evaluated every after competency. No trainee should be allowed to transfer to another competency without having been assessed. So, ibig sabihin, the institutional competency evaluation daw assesses the knowledge, skills, and attitudes gained during training in the CBT framework. This involves organized data collection and analysis to determine if a trainee meets competence standards. This evaluation is conducted by the instructor throughout the training time frame. Each participant must undergo assessment after each competency, and progression to a new competency requires prior evaluation. So, for the purpose of CBT, assessments are usually given for the following purposes. Number 1, to validate the current competencies of trainees. So, ibig sabihin, to confirm the current skills of trainees, ensuring they meet the required standards. Number 2, to measure how much trainees have learned in the training session given. So, ibig sabihin dito, to find out how much trainees have learned from the training sessions, helping to gauge the effectiveness of the instructions. So, number 3, to help diagnose trainees' problems and guide future instruction. So, ibig sabihin dito, to identify any challenges trainees might face, allowing instructors to adjust their teaching methods to better support each learner. So, number 4, last, is to decide whether trainees are competent or not. So, ibig sabihin, to determine if trainees meet the necessary criteria for competence, ensuring that only qualified individuals progress in the training program. Parts of the competency evaluation tool. Number 1, evidence plan. A document that outlines what proof will be collected to show a trainee's skills and knowledge. So, ibig sabihin, the evidence plan helps trainers know what information they need to gather during the evaluation. It ensures that all necessary evidence is collected to assess trainees' abilities accurately. So, this is the example of evidence plan. So, sa competency standard, ang kinuha ko dito is yung qualification ko na driving and C2. Sa unit of competency is drive light vehicle. The evidence must show that the trainee. So, sabihin dito, kung ano yung na-mention dito, sa most determined and perform vehicle inspection as per manufacturer's manual, mamimili or i-check kung yun ba ay observation and questioning, yun ba ay demonstration and questioning, third party report, portfolio, or written. So yun, dito i-check ay tatlo. Yun ay observation and questioning, and then demonstration and questioning, then party report. So, same process din po yan sa hindi nabanggit na dito sa baba. Number 2, written test. An exam that asks trainees to answer questions in writing about what they have learned. So, ibig sabihin, the written test checks how well trainees understand key concepts and facts. It helps trainers see if the trainees have grasped the important information taught during training. So, this is the example of written test. Yan. So, this type is multiple choice direction. Read each question,
carefully. Write the letter of the correct and best answer in your answer sheet. So, ibig sabihin, mamimili ng pinaka-the best na sagot yung trainees at ilalagay niya dito sa blank space. Yun. So, mayroong 20 items dito sa written test na ginawa. Up to 20 items based sa aking qualification na driving NC2. So, dito naman sa TOS or Table of Specification, mayroong part na ng objectives, content area, topics. And then knowledge, mayroon ding comprehension, and then application, and lastly is number of items and percent of test. So number 1, performing vehicle inspection as per manufacturer's specification. Sa knowledge, mayroong 2. Sa comprehension, mayroong 2. Application naman is 0. So, the number of items is 4. The percentage or percent of test is 20%. So, sa number 2 naman is checking safety harness, devices, and tools. Sa knowledge is 1. Sa comprehension is 2. Application naman is 3. So, the number of items is 6. And then, the percentage of percent is 30%. Ito naman sa last is 3. Sa number 3 naman tayo. Sa performing warm up of light vehicle perform as per manufacturer's manual. So, sa knowledge is 2. Comprehension is 4. Sa application is 4. Number of items is 10. Percent of test is 50%. So, the total is mayroong 5, 8, 7. So, mayroong 20 number of items. And then, 20% plus 30% plus 50%, mayroong 100%. Total of 20 items is total of 100%. Yan. 3. Performance test. An assessment where trainees demonstrate their skill in real or simulated tasks. Ibig sabihin, the performance test measures how well trainees can apply their knowledge in practice. It provides a way to observe their skills in action, ensuring they can perform tasks effectively. So this is the example of performance test. Specific instruction for the candidate. Qualification, driving NC2. Based on my qualification po. Yun po yung driving NC2. So, unit of competency is drive light vehicle. So, sa general instruction, given the tools, materials, and equipment, the trainee should be able to follow the standard procedure in conducting vehicle free starting and warm up. So, sa specific instruction, same din naman yung ibig sabihin yan dito sa general instruction, sa specific instruction. So, dito, mayroong 3 hours. 3 hours na naka-indicate. Yun. So, dito naman sa performance criteria, checklist. Qualification is driving C2. Unit of competency is drive light vehicle. So, in the recent discussion dito, so, same process din naman. I-check yung trainees kung yung na-mention ba dito sa criteria is yes or no. Yun ba ay oo sa kanya or hindi. Yun. So, example, in criteria, 1, insert ignition key to on, yes or no. Switch ignition key to start, yes or no. Slightly press accelerator, yun ba ay no, yes or no sa training. So, check niya yan kung ano yun. So, same process din naman po yun dito sa baba. Yan. Number 4, questioning tool with answers. A set of questions along with the correct answers used for evaluating trainees. So, ibig sabihin, the questioning tool helps trainers engage with trainees during the evaluation. It allows trainers to ask questions that assess understanding and encourages discussion about important topics. So this is the example of questioning tool. Mayroong naka-indicate na question to prove the candidate's underpinning knowledge. So mayroong satisfactory response sa yes or no dito sa extension reflection questions. So yun, pipili yung trainees kung yun ba ay yes sa kanila or no sa kanila. So sample sa number 1, what is specific core competency you do obtain? So yun, yun ba is yes or no? Check nila yan kung ano. So yung answer dito is drive light vehicle. So sa safety questions, contingency question, job role, and environment question, and sa rules and regulations, so same process po yan, nabanggit ko. I-check nila yan kung yes or no. Dito sa the candidate's underpinning knowledge was, so yun, i-check kung ano yun ay satisfactory or not satisfactory. So yun. The institutional competency evaluation tool. The competency evaluation tool should be carefully developed so that it will be able to assess the 4 dimensions of competency, such as the 1, the task skill, the ability to perform a specific task related to a job. So ibig sabihin, task skill measures how well a trainee can carry out the tasks that are part of the role. It focuses on practical skills needed to do the job effectively and efficiently. So number 2, task management skill. The ability to plan, organize, and manage tasks effectively. So dito, task management skill looks at how well a trainee can prioritize and handle multiple tasks. It assesses their ability to meet deadlines and ensure that work is done in any orderly manner. Yun. So number 3, job role and environment management skill. The ability to understand and navigate one's job role and work environment. So ibig sabihin, this skill evaluates how well a trainee interacts with others, communicates, and adapts to changes in the workplace. So it includes teamwork and understanding the overall job responsibilities. So number 4, contingency management skills. The ability to respond effectively to unexpected problems or situations. So ibig sabihin, contingency management skills assesses how well a trainee can think quickly and find solutions when challenges arise. It measures their problem-solving abilities and adaptability in difficult situations. Take note. Tandaan natin to. So, in conclusion, overall, the institutional competency evaluation serves as a vital mechanism for assessing the knowledge, skills, and attitudes acquired by trainees during their training by systematically collecting and analyzing data. It enables trainers to determine the competency levels of trainees, guiding decisions on progression and future instruction. The evaluation tool is structured around key components such as the evidence plan, written test, performance test, and questioning tool, each designed to capture different aspects of trainee performance. Furthermore, it comprehensively evaluates competencies across 4 dimensions: the task skill, task management skill, job role and environment management skill, and contingency management skills. So this structured approach not only validates current competencies, but also enhances overall institutional performance through continuous improvement and targeted development strategies. So thank you for listening, and God bless. God bless to all.